E23, heard on Scott and Val, Save the Universe, are not necessarily the opinions of this station, its sponsors, the network, or our broadcast partners.
Now, a brief safety announcement.
Do not consume hot beverages during the first 15 minutes. The show has been linked to several incidents involving coffee being sprayed on keyboards, clothing, and through noses. If laughter lasts the full 2 hours, congratulations! You've earned honorary Twitch status! So tighten your seatbelts, lower your expectations, and you better go find the Roku remote. This is Scott and Val Save the Universe!
Good morning and welcome to the show. It's Scott and Val Save the Universe, and as you can see, there is no Val today. Val is off taking a little bit vacation, and we can't give her a hard time for that because she is retired. But the rest of the tribe is here today, and that means it's all boys, which could be a problem. Also, we've got some channel news, too. Now, no YouTube today. We're on all of our normal platforms except YouTube. And I will clarify that by saying we are on KCHW-FM's YouTube today. But our own YouTube, we got kicked off. Apparently, their computer got us confused with Mystery Science Theater 3000 and their logo and thought some of our videos were using their logo. And we got kicked off for a week. I think it got it all straightened out. But in the meantime, that sent me out for looking for something that was better, and I actually found it. We did an upgrade to a new streaming service called Kick. And what this will, you can watch it online. You can watch Kick on your phone. It's a big green K. That's how you know you found the app. But you can go into your Roku TV and find Kick in the apps. Then you simply add Kick to your Roku TV. Open it up, go to their search box, and search Rogue Frequency Network. It's all one word. It's our handle. We will be in the list of channels. It's a couple lines down. Select it, mark it as your favorite, and you can watch our show segments, shorts, parodies, classic sci-fi movies. We've got about 5 or 6 movies in there, including the original version of I Am Legend. And we also have some AI and original music. It all plays on the channel 24 hours a day, and it's free because, well, we do everything for free. All right. I think I said the boys are here. Joe's here. Alan's here. Nigel's here. Ken coming in with Panic Time in just a few minutes. Plus, I've got a great odd news mashup that is just moments away. But first, our morning openers. So this first one is 3 things worse that could happen to you this morning than stepping on a Lego. Number 1, when you have socks on, go into your kitchen area and step into something wet. Oh, I always hate it when, like, I had an older home and the cat would leave half a mouse on the kitchen floor for you. This one I'm really good at, too. Accidentally biting a chunk off the inside of your cheek while eating breakfast. Oh. And stepping on a wet spot on a slick garage floor and doing the slippy dance like you're a cartoon character, or perhaps the splits.
I find this scientifically fascinating.
All right, few celebrity birthdays today. We have Nancy Olson. Nancy is turning 97. She won an Academy Award, is nominated, I should say, for an Academy Award for her role in the film Sunset Boulevard years ago. Also, Rosie Greer turning 94 today. He's a former NFL football player, actor, and author who was part of the Los Angeles Rams' Fearsome Foursome. He has done a few movies. The best one, The Man with Two Heads. Yeah, it's really bad. Birthday for Vincent Pastore from The Sopranos, turning 80 today. Tommy Mottola, 77, renowned American music executive, former chairman and CEO of Sony Music Entertainment. Jane Lynch from Glee turning 66 today. Jackie Earle Haley, who was Rorschach in The Watchmen, he's turning 65. Matthew Fox from Party of Five, 60. Ellen Reed, she's a Canadian musician and keyboardist for the alternative rock band Crash Test Dummies. Love those guys. All right. She's turning 60 today. Let's see, who else do we have? Dan Smith, lead vocalist and founder of the indie pop band Bastille. Love those guys, too. He's turning 40. Dan Reynolds, another Dan, 39, frontman for the rock band Imagine Dragons. And then an angry Irish professional mixed martial artist and former UFC featherweight and lightweight champion. It can only be punch him out, Conor McGregor. Yeah. Little bit of history as you start your morning. The storming of the Bastille in Paris marks the beginning of the French Revolution. That took place in 1789 on this day in history. Jump up to 1881, where the outlaw known as Billy the Kid was shot and killed by Sheriff Pat Garrett in Fort Sumner, New Mexico. On to 1865, July 14th, a 7-person team led by English climber Edward Whymper successfully reached the summit of the Matterhorn in the Swiss Alps, first ones to do that. However, the historic victory quickly turned into a tragedy when the 4 men, fell to their deaths during the descent because of a breaking rope. Wow, it's a depressing start to the morning. I'm done. All right, 1933, the Nazi Party became the only legal political party in Germany. That's scary. 1965, NASA's Mariner 4 makes the first successful flyby of Mars, sending back the first close-up images of another planet. It was 1965. Then 2015, NASA's New Horizons spacecraft performs its historic flyby of Pluto, revealing the dwarf planet in remarkable detail. And yes, it is a planet again.
I find this scientifically fascinating.
All right, fun and goofy holidays for today. It's National Mac and Cheese Day, National Tape Measure Day. You should take a tape measure wherever you go today. National Grand Mariner Day. Pandemonium Day, always fun to run around in circles. Be Nice to Bugs Day. Nude Day. Cow Appreciation Day, observed by some organizations on or around this date. So to you folks, I say, let's see, special observances. Bastille Day, we already mentioned that. I'm so sorry. International Non-Binary Peoples Day. And it is also, to end right here, Shark Awareness Day. So I prepped for this, for a long time. Shark Awareness Day, I have things a shark might say. It's not that big of a deal, really. All right, first, I'm not chasing you. I'm just swimming in your direction. Quickly. Hey, I only bite on the first date. Other things a shark might say. You're okay. I already had a kayaker. Keep splashing. It helps me find you. Tourists always seasoning themselves with sunscreen. It's called a fin. Stop screaming every time you see one. All right. Smile, you're on my GoPro. Another thing a shark might say to you, you smell nervous. It's like my favorite cologne. And most sharks have this line down pat. I don't attack people. I just aggressively introduce myself. How about this one? I'm just doing quality control for the ocean. We're going to end it right here, all right? If sharks had customer service. Thank you for swimming with us today. Your complaint is very important to me. Chomp. All right. Would you like to upgrade to Premium Panic? Press 9. All right. This is good. I'm wrong. There was a couple more. Sorry. All right. Office shark. So shark in an office. Things a shark in an office would say. This meeting could have been an email, preferably attached to a seal. Another thing a shark might say. Karen from accounting tastes like stress. Oh. All right, now I got a video here. Let's see if I can get switched over to it. This is what a shark. Did you know sharks date? It's a thing. So here's a shark on a dating app.
Welcome to my Finder profile. Swipe right if you enjoy long swims and being mostly intact. Relax. If I wanted you, we'd already be having this conversation underwater.
That's how most of my dates go. Moving on this morning, before we get into some odder stuff and some odd news, I put this together too. Things I trust more than Donald Trump. Ready for this one? First one. And next saying, we can still be friends. A $3 toupee in a hurricane. A raccoon wearing a security badge. A coin flip that's already landed on its edge. Flint, Michigan tap water. Yes. More things I trust more than Donald Trump. Gas station sushi. Bill Cosby mixing me a martini. Taco Bell bathrooms after midnight. A shark wearing a pet me vest. Should I say that right? A shark wearing a pet me vest. Just like the shark we just had. All right. Going on trial in North Korea. Oh. A Nigerian prince handling my retirement account. It's happening right now. A crackhead selling smoke detectors. Some more things I trust more than Donald Trump. Tom Brady checking the air pressure in my tires. And the last one, a fox guarding the hen house, because at least the fox isn't pretending. There you go. We're off to some news.
Ladies and gentlemen, brace yourselves. It's time for Odd News with Scott and Val. Here comes real stories featuring real people with really bad ideas and some really bad fake clips. It's time for real chaos. Here's Scott and Val.
Oh, it's that time. We know it's coming close to the end of the show, but it's also the dumbest of us. So it's like a highlight.
Got it. I was going to say end on a high note, or is that a low note?
It's a high note. It's a low note that makes you laugh, so I guess it's a high note.
Okay.
It's someone else's low note. All right, let's kick it off with the news attack where the first sentence is true, second sentence is a bad joke, and here comes our birthday girl.
In Germany, police were after a pickpocket that reached underneath bathroom stalls and stole money while people were sitting on the toilet. Authorities were especially upset because not only was the thief bold and brazen, but, according to reports, he left the scene of the crime without washing his hands.
No, it's not true. Hey, what's going on? What you doing?
Pretend to be asking for some toilet paper because yours is out.
Look
just
up.
Swipe their wallet.
Now researchers say there's a cave on the moon that could be a good place for astronauts to live during an extended stay on the moon. Scott's Airbnb account is already listed as a unique off-grid experience and charging $1,800 a night. A flight is extra. Off to Oregon we go for our first wacky but true story. We don't add anything to these, but maybe a song. This police in Oregon responded to a robbery attempt that felt less like a crime and more like an improv exercise gone wrong. A man walked into a convenience store, kept one hand in his pocket, and demanded money, claiming he had a gun. The clerk, who has clearly seen some things, calmly asked to see the gun. The suspect refused, maintaining that the weapon was definitely real, very serious. When the clerk didn't react with the expected fear, the suspect reportedly made a pew pew sound effect to emphasize the impending threat. At that point, the clerk declined the robbery, and the suspect left empty-handed before being arrested shortly after. Police say the suspect is now facing charges and possibly a lifetime ban from using sound effects.
Oh, I hope that doesn't happen to you, Scott.
Could you imagine me with a lifetime ban?
Working.
See? Be horrible. And you wouldn't get things like this.
Walked in tough with a pocket full of dreams. Said, give me cash, but nothing's what it seems. Clerk said, show me. He said, nah, just trust it. Whisper pew pew like that was a must. Crime of the year, method unclear, sir. This is a robbery, not theater improv here. Pew pew, justice, bang bang bluff. Turns out finger guns ain't enough. You can't rob a store with sound effects. That's not crime, that's bad reflex. Now he's booked with a brand new plan. Retire forever in a cozy cell with a dude named Stan. Bum, 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 bum.
A cozy cell.
Watch out for Stan.
All right, ignore the colors, Val, and it's your turn.
All right. Authorities in Germany say a driver blindly followed their GPS directions straight into a river late at night. The driver claimed that the navigation system instructed them to continue forward despite the fact that the road had very clearly transitioned into open water. Witnesses say the vehicle drove straight off a small embankment and into the river, where it quickly became submerged up to the windows. The driver managed to escape safely and was later rescued, while officials recovered the car and issued a reminder about using common sense along with navigation technology. Experts say GPS is a helpful tool, but it should not replace your eyes, your brain, or basic awareness of what a river looks like.
Dashboard glowing, voice so calm. Keep going straight like it's a song. Road turns shiny, starts to wave. Common sense quietly digs its grave. Splash goes logic, car goes down. Still trusting tech like it wears a crown. Full of the line right into doom. GPS just books your room. Water ahead, but you don't care. Calculating, your car's bubbling under there. Use your eyes, use your brain. Always rescuing you is a real pain.
Off to England, where a man attempting to report suspicious activity ended up accidentally reporting himself. I know what you're saying. How's that happen?
Yes, how does that happen, Scott?
Police say the caller dialed emergency services to complain about a suspicious person lurking near a property. During the call, he gave detailed descriptions, including clothing, location, and behavior. Officers quickly realized the description matched the caller himself, who had been seen pacing outside while on the phone. Police arrived. They found the man still there, continuing to describe himself as suspicious. I'm suspicious. He was not charged, but officers did have a long conversation about self-awareness.
And drinking, maybe?
Authorities say no crime was actually committed, but they did recommend the man avoid playing both suspect and witness at the same time.
All right, police in a small Texas town found themselves in an unexpected pursuit when a goat escaped from a nearby property and took off down a main road. Officers attempted... The goat sound came out of nowhere.
I thought that might amuse you.
It did. I'm so easily amused. Officers attempted to corral the animal, but the goat repeatedly dodged capture, weaving through traffic, hopping curbs, and ignoring all verbal commands. At one point, the goat reportedly stopped, stared directly at officers, and then bolted again, suggesting a level of personal enjoyment. After a lengthy chase involving multiple patrol units, the goat was finally captured and returned safely to its owner.
Wow.
Police say the goat is now back home, and he is currently undefeated in all interactions with law enforcement.
Yay! All right, so this starts, this is the first of 4 animal stories. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Texas road and a goat gone wild, dodging cops like a chaos child. Sirens blaring, hooves on fire. That goat said, look at that cop perspire. Stops and stares like you almost won, then bolts again just for fun. Goat run, undefeated streak. Law enforcement playing hide and seek. Jump that curb, ignore that law. Outrun the badge with a chewing jaw. Back home safe, case complete. Still the champ on 4 hooved feet.
That just might be the best goat song ever. It's pretty good. I don't know.
I think I've mentioned this before. If you want a laugh, just look for the Geico scapegoat commercial. Hilarious.
All right. In case we don't make you laugh, there's an option.
Yeah, there's an option.
Yeah, there's
we'll
more
always
options
give you
out
other
there.
options.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Hotel in Illinois had to update its pet policy after a guest checked in with what they described as an emotional support animal. That animal turned out to be a full-grown duck wearing a diaper.
At least it had on a diaper.
Yes. Staff say the duck behaved well, walked calmly through the lobby, and even rode the elevator without incident, though it did attract attention from other guests who were not expecting farm animals during their stay at the hotel. Hotel allowed the duck to remain, but later clarified its policy to better define acceptable animals. Management says the duck was polite and well-behaved, which already makes it a better hotel guest than most humans.
No kidding.
Checked in calm with a duck in tow. Diaper on, ready to go. Lobby staring, elevator ride. Duck's more chill than guests inside. No complaints, no loud demands. Just better manners than half the humans. Quack check-in, VIP suite. Tiny web feet on a hotel street. No trash talk, no late night wreck. Just waddling calm and earning respect. Best guest award, no surprise. That duck's got class that money can't buy.
Little duck in there myself.
I like that it was just all chill. Yeah.
Very chill.
Ben. All right, New Yorkers are once again proving that no headline is too strange. Over the past several weeks, multiple videos posted online have shown groups of people climbing into New York City's sewer system after dark through maintenance openings in several boroughs. The videos have sparked widespread speculation online. Some believe they're urban explorers looking for abandoned infrastructure. Others think they're social media thrill seekers searching for viral content. City officials continue reminding the public that entering the sewer system is illegal, dangerous, and it can expose people to toxic gases and often flooding.
Okay.
You know, personally, if someone says, follow me into the sewer, I'm going to need more details.
Is this a necessity?
Must we?
Do we have to? Well, they did come up with some guys on a traffic cam that did go ahead and crawl into the sewer system, and I've got that for you.
There's pizza down there?
Oh, the teenage
Yeah, but it's a different kind of pizza.
All right, one more time.
There's pizza down there? Yeah, but it's a different kind of pizza.
Yes.
All right. I think it's me. Australian Border Force officers announced one of the country's... These 3 stories in a row from Australia. Sorry.
I see that, yeah.
One of the country's largest insect smuggling busts. Insect smuggling bust after intercepting a shipment containing more than 100,000 live cockroaches, beetles, and other exotic insects. Investigators say the bugs were allegedly being imported illegally for collectors in the growing exotic pet market. Many of the insects are a protected species, and officials say introducing them to Australia's ecosystem would have been devastating environmentally. Authorities seized the shipment before any insects could be distributed. So imagine explaining to your spouse about selling illegal cockroaches. Hey, the cockroaches aren't because I'm a bad housekeeper. They're an investment. So that made me envision, like, drug dealers selling cockroaches in an alley. And, Val, you got to really look at the cockroaches in the bag, okay?
Okay.
All right? And if you're watching, you got to really look at these cockroaches because they're awesome.
I got the stuff, man.
Okay, remember this is a show you have to watch. Really, you have to tune in and watch that one. Yes, yes.
I was really...
I got the stuff, man.
I was really impressed that AI would generate cockroaches with Trump heads.
A quick little aside now. In Australia, camels were introduced back, I don't know, early 1900s into Australia when the Afghans were there. They came, they brought their camels, they left the camels. And they're actually now destroying the environment in certain areas of Australia. So,
really?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
So.
All right, Val, you got a real fun one.
Researchers found that people are squeamish about touching a robot in what would be a private place on humans. The research was designed to help engineers decide where and where not to design the plug-in for the robot's recharging cord.
Not there. No, it's okay. Put it there. Researchers found that chewing raw broccoli, and it has to be raw, not cooked, releases a good chemical that inhibits the oxidizing enzymes in our body that damage DNA and potentially cause cancer. It also inhibits getting a date when you smile.
That broccoli stuck in your tooth? There's evidence that dinosaurs performed mating dances. Scientists think the dances may have been the cause of their extinction. They died of embarrassment.
It's the same reason I die at the club. My little arms.
Oh, I've seen you dancing on the radio.
Oh, yeah. I got the moves. According to a study, women who move their bodies frequently while talking with men are trying to get their attention. One sign a woman is not interested in a guy: when you approach her, she turns and talks to her friends, even though they're make-believe.
I thought she froze like a statue.
Yeah, I don't think she's interested. All right, today, Val, we both get kicker stories. You know, where you save the best story for last?
Ooh, we both get one?
We both get one. All right, I think it's my turn. Yes? Residents in a neighborhood in California were left puzzled when a car horn began blaring continuously in the early morning hours. When authorities arrived, they discovered the source. A dog left inside of a vehicle was stepping on the horn and continued to trigger it repeatedly. Attempts to calm, this is in the middle of the night. Attempts to calm the dog from outside were unsuccessful, as it appeared to believe it was performing an important task.
Yeah, letting his owners know they left him.
The owner eventually returned and resolved the situation, apologizing to neighbors who had been awake for the entire performance. Officials say the dog is fine and is now pursuing a career in music.
He plays the horn.
Yes. And the title on this song, the aptly named song, is Horn Dog.
Concert nobody booked. Neighborhood raging, everybody shook. Car horn screaming like it's got a soul. Turns out the driver is a Labrador. On a horn like it's saving the day. Whole block hostage to a canine DJ. Horn dog left in the street, dropping that beat on a non-stop beat. No off switch, no sense of shame. Dog just lost his noise complaint fame. Hey, horn dog, play a song for me.
That's a pretty good song, just gotta say.
Oh, yes. Now I get the next one.
You do.
At a community event in Ireland, organizers attempted to break a local record for the largest gathering of people dressed as historical figures. Participants arrived in full costume, ready to be counted and documented for the attempt. However, one participant, dressed as a medieval knight, reportedly wandered off during the counting process, got distracted by a food stand, and forgot to return. Because official rules require an exact head count, the missing knight caused the entire attempt to fall short of the record. Organizers say the man later returned, still in costume, asking if he had missed anything. Officials say the record attempt failed because of one single night's side quest.
Oh, that's so embarrassing.
Full metal outfit, ready for glory. Part of a record, part of the story. Then he saw snacks and abandoned the plan. Turkey leg calling, like forget those fans. They counted heads, came up one short. Sirloin wandered off for food court sport. A hungry night without a quest. Armor on, brain on vacation at best. Missed the record for a bite and a chew. Camelot's finest said, wait! What'd I do? A hungry night without a quest. Armor on, brain on vacation at best. A hungry night without a quest. Armor on, brain on vacation at best.
All right, some people will do anything to save a favorite pair of sunglasses, including scoop them out of the reflecting pond. Anyway, a camper at California's Mount Whitney area dropped his sunglasses into a campground vault toilet and decided they were worth retrieving. According to the Inyo County Sheriff's Office, he tied himself to a rope, climbed into the toilet vault and quickly became trapped waist deep in, well, exactly what you'd expect to find inside of a campground toilet. Fortunately, another camper heard his calls for help and contacted emergency crews. Rescue teams spent nearly an hour extracting the man before he was flown to a hospital as a precaution. Authorities praised the quick responses, but reminded visitors that vault toilets are extremely dangerous, confined spaces and should never, ever be entered. I guess he finally got his sunglasses back, but somehow still couldn't see this was a bad idea.
Yeah. He's going into the bathroom. He sees the dude in the pit.
Please don't sit down.
I think that was the best one. That is our odd news for another Tuesday. Thank you so much for being here.
Get ready! Wait for it! It's panic time! Calm down, it's not the end of days! And now, your panic time host, Ken, you kids get out of my yard! Owens!
Hey, you kids, get out of my yard,
Oh, and here we go, just to prove there are some live people in the studio. It is the one and only Ken Owens.
Hey, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
How's it going?
It's going great, Ken.
I hear an echo. Echo.
Echo. I do too.
Yeah.
All
you
right.
know, maybe will this make my show half as long? Twice as long.
Twice as long.
Let's see if
it's not
turn down
horrible.
the
You know, if you go up
volume.
to the top of your Zoom window, and you kind of hover up there, and it'll say, I'm trying to find it. It says music for musicians on or off. Make sure it's on if you see it. But if you don't, just keep going. It doesn't sound too terrible on my end.
Well, okay, everyone. We'll just see how it goes. It is a little hard here. You know, today is Love Your Bud Day. I mean, I've got spray for that. I mean, I love to kill bugs, but I'm not really sending them Valentine's Day cards with a box of candy. So I'm not really sure how that's going to go. Yeah. But by the way, is it also Love Your Shark Day? I'm supposed to appreciate a shark.
It's a shark awareness day, so you're supposed to be situationally aware, I guess, if you're in water.
Well, there have been a lot of shark bites, attacks, maulings, lately. I mean, and people are out there swimming around, and then all of a sudden you see this shark fin go by, and you're thinking, what was that? Really? It's a shark! Everyone get out of the water! People are panicking. They're tripping over each other. And, I just, that's definitely an awareness I don't need.
No. I remember having a pool as a kid, and if I was in the pool by myself, I was scared of sharks.
In a pool by yourself with sharks?
Yeah. How did they get in there? It was a 10-year-old kid thing. So,
well, anyway, if you had an older brother or sister, I can tell you how they got in there. They're thinking, I'm going to get rid of that little runt first and for all. So, today, Scott, I was a little taken back. I was watching the promos here, and then I was watching the show, and then Val was there. And then it said, happy birthday, Val. And I was thinking, did I miss her birthday? I don't know. It was so confusing.
It's like time travel, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So anyway, this is panic time with Ken, and we panic about all sorts of things. And, today's panic, you don't see the fancy background. So I'm just reverting back to all the old stuff. But, one thing that my panic time is about today is things that you wish you had, but you don't.
Ooh, okay. I got a big list.
The list starts out. One of the things that, right off the top of the list, things that you wish you had, but you don't, is Val.
Okay, yeah, totally.
Yeah, you know, Val's supposed to be here today, and she's off enjoying different things in life. And, you know, it's the Scott and Val show. But today it's just Scott and Ken.
Yeah.
Oh, and then Two Shoes. And then we got Joe. Yeah, and Nigel. Anyway, so if you're thinking you're going down the road, you're driving down the road, and you're like, oh, so I've got a flat tire. Oh, you tell the wife, it's okay. I've changed tires a lot of times, and you pop the trunk. Trunk goes up. You pull the spare out, you roll it next to the car. You get the jack, and you get the thing jacked up, and then all of a sudden you realize, I don't have a lug wrench. I don't have a lug wrench. So you're sitting by and cars go by, boom, 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 and you're there going, I don't have a lug wrench. You're trying to figure out, how can I get the car? You can't get them off the car. It requires the lug wrench. Now you're stuck in the middle of nowhere. It was a great vacation. Now you've got this flat tire. You got it all jacked up. People are driving by you going, oh, that guy's got a flat. Does anyone stop? No.
I hate that.
Yeah. And then, okay, more things you wish you had. So, you're sitting there, it's late at night, you're watching TV, and all of a sudden, the power goes out. Oh. You're like, oh, it's pitch dark in your house. Your wife's she's running around maybe trying to light a candle or something, but, I'm going to get the flashlight. And you turn it on. Click, click, click. No, the batteries are dead. You don't have batteries. You're fumbling around in the junk drawer. You're trying to, you're blind totally, and you're like picking up, is that a battery? And you're sticking it in. No, those are one of your wife's candles. It's not going to run the flashlight at all. So anyway, what do? You sit there in the dark thinking, I wish I had batteries. And then, there's the one where you're cooking dinner, and your wife says, well, we're going to have this, and we're going to have, we're going to have that. And then she goes, oh, by the way, how would it be if we didn't have a salad tonight? And I'm going to change that from maybe steak to hot dogs. And you're thinking, why? She goes, well, we don't have any of those ingredients. So the only thing we have is hot dogs and maybe a couple of old buns that are kind of sketchy on the date. So, and then things that you wish you had. So you're traveling, right? You get to the hotel and you're unloading everything, and then it's time to go to bed, and, you're looking in the mirror and you go to reach and you're like, your wife's like, what's wrong, dear? And you're like, I forgot my toothbrush. Oh, what do you do? You use your wife's toothbrush? I'm kind of germophobic. I want my own toothbrush, but you didn't bring it. Yeah, and then and other things that we're going through when we forget things is okay. You're driving down the road. And, oh, I'm getting pulled over. I've been pulled over in like 20 years, 30 years. And you pull over to the side of the road, and the officer comes up, hi, how you going this evening? And you're like, hey, I'm fine. You're confident. I didn't do anything wrong, And the first thing he says, can I see your license and registration, please, and proof of insurance? And you're like, well, sure, I'm, excuse me just one moment. I forgot my wallet. And the officer, what do you mean you forgot your wallet? Well, I have a driver's license. I mean, yeah, of course I have a driver's license. I'm driving a car, but I don't have it with me. And that's when they usually look at you and go, can you step out of the car, please?
Yeah.
Like, no, really, I have a driver's license. We'll discuss this in a little while. Can you step behind the car, please?
I actually tired a cop out once doing that. I said I didn't have it. And he said, well, can you pull it up on your phone? And I was like, yeah. But then I couldn't remember the password to Geico. So after like 10 minutes, he walks back up to the window. I said, I'm still having a hard time. He goes, just forget it. And he let me go.
Wow. That's fantastic. Well, see, there are good outcomes to this whole panic time event. And then there's the one, first time of the year, you're out there and you go, hey, I think I'm going to go mow my lawn. And you get the lawnmower out and you're really proud. It's first day. You're telling your wife, yep, I'm going to be out mowing the lawn, And you go out and you're like, oh, yeah, you're going to start the lawnmower. But finally, you're just out of breath. And you're like, well, that's funny. It didn't start. And so you unscrew the cap and you look and you're like, oh, there's no gas. Well, that's okay. I just go back into the shed. You pick up your 5-gallon gas can. It seems really light. Well, you're out of gas. You got the lawnmower. You're sitting. You live miles from the gas station. It blows your whole day. Now you got to load up the gas can, drive to the store. By the time you get the gas home and you get the lawnmower started, you're like, I just don't feel like mowing the lawn anymore. You'll do it next weekend.
I get it.
Yep. And the last one is you're barbecuing for everyone. You got the burgers going, the smoke's filling your patio. You're having maybe a couple of cocktails. You're enjoying the heck out of the day. Everyone's conversing. And then all of a sudden, it's funny, the barbecue's not smoking anymore. Well, I'll just go over and check it. Make sure, everything's not charcoal briquettes by now. And you open it up and you look down and you're like, oh, that's funny. It's not cooking anymore. There's no flames. You start adjusting the knob, so I wonder what happened. Then you reach down, and that 5-gallon propane tank now, it's light as a feather. And you're like, wife goes, what's going on now? Well, we're out of propane. And she goes, oh, well, that's okay. You just go grab the other extra tank out in the garage, the one you never filled. Now you're like telling her, we're out of propane. What do you mean we're out of propane? Yeah, the food's only half cooked. You have no other way to cook all these burgers and stuff. And now she's panicking, and then your guests are kind of finding out what's going on. What's wrong, Ken? Well, we're out of propane, and they're all starting to give you a bad time. What? You didn't fill your tank? And they're telling you your wife told you at the last barbecue the propane was getting low, and you're like, oh, now I got all my friends on my case. I'm out of propane.
That's no good.
And then the last one here. This really gets you panicky. You're up camping. Maybe this is happening with Brad and Val right now. You're up and you're out. It's a nice evening, and you got the logs stacked in the fire pit. You got the chairs all around, and everyone's like, all right. And then you go to light the fire. Well, fire does need fire to start. That's one thing. Fires just don't really start. Well, they can self-combustion, but not in this case. You don't have a lighter. Yeah, you have nothing. You can't rub two sticks together. You weren't a Boy Scout. So you're trying to, you've got this great fire thing set up, but no flames. You have no way to light it. You're like, oh, well, that kind of blows the whole evening. I mean, so you all sit there talking, staring at like unburnt logs and wishing it was a little warmer, and there's no flame, no smoke, and you're thinking, oh, we'll get through this. Oh, you'll get through it all right. Your friends are never going to let you live it down. But, those are things in life that you wish you had, but you don't. This is Panic Time with Ken. And, I know I wish you had more of my list. But this is it for today.
All right.
This is Panic Time with Ken.
All right.
What do you think, Scott?
I think I've got a whole list of my own. I do have something coming up after the break, too, that I think you will like, since you like to panic. I did a song. Nigel's in it. I'm in it. And somebody you don't know. But I did a song on aliens and Disclosure Day, the movie, and
yes.
And the documentary. So we got a song that'll scare you coming up in the second half of the show today. So,
well, one more thing is being out camping, aliens. Another one is you're out hiking. Oh, enjoying the day, and then it's Bigfoot. It's Bigfoot. He's right there. And no one ever gets a picture of Bigfoot, right? Because they've all forgotten their camera.
That's right.
This is the one time. So, yes, you never know. You're going to forget something someday, and you're going to wish you had it. This is Panic Time with Ken.
All right. Thank you so much for being here today, Ken. We are going to go to break. When we come back, a little weather and a game with Alan Milani. Stay right here. It's Scott and Val Save the Universe.
Val Save the Universe will be right back. They're probably heating up a chocolate teapot. I hate this job. It's total bollocks, isn't it? Their mum must have been real knackered after raising these two wibble-wielding squiffies. With your national weather outlook is Alan Two Shoes Milani.
Alan Two Shoes Milani!
Oh, it's the most epic intro we have. The one and only Alan Milani. And Alan, You are our guinea pig to see if you have echo.
Uh-oh.
Hey, you're fine. So it must have been Ken.
Nice.
Yeah, so that makes me feel a little bit better. But now Ken's going to be in panic trying to figure out what's wrong with his equipment at home.
Well, that's par for the course, isn't it?
It is. It is. All right. How's Mr. Milani today?
I am well, sir.
All right. All right. Now you've been spending a lot of time outdoors, haven't you?
Well, yeah, lately.
Yeah. So Val's gone camping, and aren't you camping right now?
I am, my friend. I am in beautiful Moses Lake.
Oh, I bet it's hot there.
It's warm.
Yeah. Is it smoky?
No, not really.
All
Amazingly enough, it's really nice.
All right. All right. Hey, shout out to Moses Lake. And that's Washington if you're on the other side of the country. All right. What do you got for us weather-wise today? And then me and you are going to play a little weather game.
Yeah, you know I'm not very good at quizzes.
Yeah, it's okay. That's the point.
Fair enough, my
friend.
Fair enough.
All right.
All right, good morning. Time for your weather forecast, the only part of the show that's actually based on science. Scott and Val's opinions, on the other hand, are still under peer review. We'll kick things off right here in the inland Pacific Northwest. You'll have to forgive me this time. I'm trying to read this off my phone.
Okay. We can deal with that.
It's going to be a hot one around Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, and the surrounding areas. Today starts off comfortably in the upper 80s, but Mother Nature apparently found the thermostat Scott was hiding. By Wednesday, we're pushing the mid-90s, and Thursday is flirting with triple digits. That's don't touch your seatbelt buckle unless you enjoy branding weather. By the weekend, we're still in the low to mid-90s with plenty of sunshine. Hydrate, wear sunscreen, and if you see Scott jogging outside at 3 in the afternoon, don't worry. He's probably just trying to avoid another conversation with Val.
She won't
quit. Will that get you to jog, Scott?
Yes, if I was in trouble.
All right. Seattle and Portland stay much more civilized. Warm afternoons in the 70s and 80s with plenty of sunshine. Basically perfect weather for everyone who likes to remind the rest of us they don't even own an air conditioner. Congratulations. Across California, inland valleys continue roasting with triple-digit heat while the coast enjoys cooler temperatures thanks to the marine layer. San Francisco remains naturally air-conditioned while Sacramento and parts of the Central Valley continue their annual tradition of asking, is 108 degrees considered a dry heat? The desert Southwest stays exactly as advertised. Phoenix and Las Vegas remain dangerously hot with highs soaring above 110 degrees. All those temperatures, your steering wheel becomes a medieval torture device. The Rockies continue with the daily summertime pattern. Sunshine early, scattered afternoon thunderstorms later. It's Mother Nature's version of surprise. Hope you weren't halfway up a mountain. The plains remain split. The northern plains and upper Midwest continue dealing with dangerous heat, while the southern plains, especially Texas, stay active with rounds of heavy rain and thunderstorms. Some areas could see localized flooding, so keep an eye on the radar if you're traveling. Across the Midwest, expect plenty of heat and humidity. You'll step outside and immediately feel like you've accidentally walked into a bowl of soup. The Southwest remains, the Southeast. Hot, humid, scattered afternoon thunderstorms and enough moisture in the air to drink it with a straw. Florida once again wins the award for most likely to have sunshine, torrential rain, and a rainbow all before dinner. And finally, a stop in New England where things cool off just a bit. Northern New England, especially Maine, starts off the week with a few lingering showers and thunderstorms before settling into a beautiful stretch of classic summer weather. Expect highs mostly in the 70s and low 80s with comfortably cool nights in the 50s and 60s. It'll be perfect weather to enjoy the lakes, the coast, or spend the afternoon arguing over whether lobster should cost as much as your monthly car payment.
Or camping with Scott.
What was
that?
It's
good weather for camping with Scott, too.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Southern New England, including Boston, Rhode Island, and Connecticut, stays warmer with temperatures climbing into the 80s, along with a choice of the afternoon thunderstorm before sunshine takes over later in the week. By the weekend, it's shaping up to be excellent beach weather, assuming you don't mind the Atlantic Ocean reminding you that it's basically liquid air conditioning. That's pretty much it for the national forecast, Scott.
All right, little space weather. Where are we going today?
A little bit. Conditions, let's take a look here. Conditions across the Andromeda commuter corridor remain mostly clear, though travelers should expect scattered asteroid showers after 1900 Galactic Standard Time. Solar wind speeds remain moderate, and visibly around the Horsehead Nebula is excellent. Avoid parking near the black hole in Sector 9. Last week, someone left their spaceship there, and technically it's still falling. Hyperspace delays are running about 12 parsecs behind schedule after a cargo freight liner spilled 40,000 metric tons of dehydrated alien coffee beans across Warp Lane 7. Cleanup crews report morale remains surprisingly high. Meanwhile, officials on planet Blargon the 7th have issued a mostly slimy advisory after overnight mucus storms left several hovercrafts stuck in what authorities are calling ankle-deep goo. Local residents insist this is still preferable to tourist season. And finally, if you're vacationing on the moon of Zorgath, expect clear skies, zero atmosphere, and about a 99% chance your travel insurance won't cover any of this.
Whoa.
Start your computations for time warp.
Yeah. Alan Milani and a little whacked out weather. All right, got a quiz all queued up for our weather guy, because he never has graphics, so I just want to make sure he knows his stuff. All right? You wish I would fund you for some graphics, don't you?
That would be awesome.
Yeah. All right. Alan, what do meteorologists call a massive rolling wall of dust that sweeps across the desert or the Tri-Cities? Is it a haboob, a dust derrico, a sand apocalypse, or nature's Swiffer?
I always called it a dirt curtain, but haboob sounds accurate.
It is. All right. First weather guy check mark off. Now, what's it called when it snows during a thunderstorm? Is it A, thunder snow, B, a snowburst squall, C, blizzicane, or D, frost rage? Blizzicane. That's when you get that Novocaine stuff you can put on your joints somewhere you don't want it. It's a blizzicane.
That's probably what I need right about now.
Blizzicane.
What was
the last one was frost rage, a thunder snow, a snowburst squall, a blizzicane, or frost rage.
Thunder snow sounds ridiculous, but let's go with it.
It is thunder snow. All right. What's the term for widespread, long-lived windstorm tied to fast-moving thunderstorms? Is it a derrico, a straight-line gale, a sky tantrum, or a Karen front?
It can't be a Karen front.
No.
I'm going to go with A.
It is a derrico. All right. What is it called when rain evaporates before it reaches the ground? Is it virga, phantom precipitation, rain that ghosted you, or sky regret?
Sweat on a hot day.
Sweat on a hot day is not the right answer. Second choice?
What were my options again?
Virga, phantom precipitation, rain that ghosted you, sky regret.
Virga.
All right. Sundog. What is a sundog? Is it A, a bright spot of light beside the sun caused by ice crystals, a corona flare off the solar disk, a meteorologist's emotional support animal, or D, an aggressive new tanning technique? Sundog.
So, yeah, sundog. Definitely sundog.
No, it's a bright spot of light beside the sun caused by ice crystals.
That's around.
That's a
around
sundog.
The sun, right?
Yeah. Okay. What's a sudden, intense downdraft of wind from a thunderstorm called? Is it a microburst, a downdraft squall, Mother Nature's air horn, localized betrayal?
I like the Mother Nature one.
Okay, we're Mother Nature's air horn.
Let's go with A.
Okay, microburst, correct answer. All right, getting close to the end here. You're doing really good. You tossed away one, but I'm still going to give it to you. All right, what wind speed officially makes a hurricane Category 5? Is it 157, 130, whatever speed cancels tea time? This must be written by Nigel. However fast your neighbor's trampoline goes through the air. What wind speed?
It's whatever cancels tea time.
Okay.
It's A.
It's a 157. That was an obvious one. All right. What is it called when the ground cracks and booms from a rapid deep freeze with no earthquake involved? Is it a frost quake called a cryoseum, a permafrost rupture, an ice belch, or the ground filing a complaint?
An ice belch? Let's go with frostquake.
It is a frostquake, and can you say that? Cryocesium. Cryocesium.
I cannot.
All right. Bonus question, since you got them all right. You could really top it here and be probably the world's best meteorologist if you can answer this question.
Right. I like lamp.
And that's the correct answer. No way. All right. What do you call it when a hurricane, tsunami, or as my friend says, a tsunami, and a tornado all hit at the same time?
A bad hair day.
Bad hair day. You sure? You sure it's a bad hair day?
I'm positive,
It's a
brother.
bad hair day. Tsunami, hurricane, and tornado. Can you imagine if you had a toupee or some fake orange hair?
That would be horrible.
What happened to you? Hurricane, tsunami, and a tornado.
All in the same block.
All in the same block. All right. Big round of applause. Thanks for playing along, Mr. Alan Maloney. All right. I got to make a change here. We got Joe coming up. Thanks so much for being here today, Alan. I got one last question for you. Are you scared of aliens?
No, sir.
Good, because I got a great alien song to wrap up your spacey weather. There you go. One more time, Alan Maloney. All right. This song is called Disclosure Day.
Spielberg says, come buy a ticket. The truth might just sink in. The popcorn's hot, the lights go dim. It's disclosure day. Will the humans win? Then the age of disclosure shows serious folks with serious faces. Everyone whispering, they've got spacecraft parked in secret places. Congress shrugs, the internet screams, red strings replacing everybody's dreams. Every week there's something flying, every week another blur. Half the world says it's aliens, the other half says probably a bird. Disclosure's always next Tuesday. Circle it again, six-pointed thing. Crystal potato, silver space balls dropping in. Everybody's got a camera, nobody gets focus right. We've got 8K televisions, but we're filming like it's 1995. Hey, beam me up, or at least explain the weather. If aliens are really watching, they've picked a weird time altogether. Colorado found a crystal potato hanging where potatoes shouldn't be. Australia captured mysterious space balls. Completely normal, apparently. Well, when City looked up, what in blimey was that overhead? Half said visitors, half said a drone. One bloke blamed his neighbor Fred. Somebody's uncle's cousin's barber swears he knows a guy in black. Funny how disclosure's coming, but it's always next week. Are we under attack? Nigel says,
oh, do stop waving blurry mobile phone videos at me. I am a vastly superior artificial intelligence. I have examined every alleged UFO sighting from the last 80 years. 43% are balloons, 27% are drones, 19% are Venus, 11% are Kevin from Birmingham after 3 pints. As for the actual aliens, they're probably circling Earth with the doors locked. and pretending nobody's home. Disclosure's always next Tuesday. Same old story, different spin. Every week, another witness. Every week, this time we're letting them in. 6-pointed mystery, crystal potato, silver space balls from the sky. Meanwhile, somebody spots Bigfoot driving past in a UFO. Why? Scott says,
I saw them over in Chihuahua. This isn't a game. I saw them 3 times, and they were never the same. Never the same.
Nigel says, if they are observing humanity, they're only here for the calamity. Hey, if aliens finally introduce themselves, they'll probably look around and say, actually, we'll come back after your next election. Okay? Then they'll pull a U-turn, hit warp speed, and leave us with another blurry video we really don't need.
Ladies and gentlemen, the show that goes nowhere yet somehow everywhere is about to astound you again. Live from the tropical country of Belize, it's your RFN entertainment guy, Joe. What? Joe Wools. Joe Wolchinski.
No?
Woolzinski.
Closer, Doc, then?
It's time for Ski by the Sea on Scott and Val. Save the universe.
And a big welcome, Mr. Joe Wolzinski. Joe, what was that during?
Good morning.
What was that during the song? Was that you practicing vocals?
Probably. I didn't know I was live.
I got you down real quick. At least you weren't yodeling.
Or at least I wasn't. Well, you know. Yeah. Never mind.
It could have been worse. All right. How's it going?
Hey, it's going all right. I thought I heard Val earlier.
Yeah, she is off camping, but I pulled out some best of stuff for us.
Oh, there's actually a best of?
No. I didn't. Encore? Play it again. We had some play it again stuff. Play it again.
Figure out how to figure that out. Well, hey, kind of talking about for some reason I hear double.
Yeah, and I noticed you're not in stereo. You're in one ear. We have some kind of audio glitch going on today because Alan was fine, Ken had echo, and you're having a problem. So.
Well, you know, when you mess with the aliens, they mess with you. Okay, so I'll see what I can do. So, talking about previous shows, kind of an echo from last week, and then prior to that, I had said I was going to do something really neat and exciting. Well, I still haven't, but there has been some mention about my political joking, and I just want to say that I had a Zoom call with Mitch this morning, and he's like, bro, you're an American, you're a veteran, and you pay your fair share of taxes like I do. Bro, you do whatever you want. So, yeah, okay. And then I also mentioned about the whole Ginger and Mary Ann bit. So this morning when I was panicking, trying to figure out what to do for a show, I thought, hey, let's talk about pairs. You know, who's more popular?
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to start with, of course, Gilligan's Island. Ginger or Mary Ann.
Okay.
The most popular, iconic pick is Mary Ann. Became an enduring fan favorite, and Ginger versus Mary Ann remains a cultural reference, which I used last week.
Okay.
I'm cultural. X-Files, Mulder or Scully, kind of goes into your video.
Okay.
And Scully is it. And Mulder drove the mythology, but Scully became the more iconic character and influenced pop culture. The Scully effect, which I'm hearing for the first time when I said that, so I don't know.
The Scully effect.
Yeah.
All right.
Dean Martin or Jerry Lewis? Who do you pick on this one?
So I found Jerry Lewis's high-pitched voice really annoying, even as a child. I am totally a Dean Martin fan. Totally Dean Martin.
Dean Martin.
Dean Martin.
He's a greater long-term fame, music legacy, and Rat Pack status. Abbott or Costello?
Abbott.
Abbott, of course, yeah. Costello was the star personality, but the duo is usually remembered as Abbott and Costello. Okay, this is more of our time period. Cheech or Chong?
That's a tough one. Cheech.
Cheech Marin has a large solo career and remains highly recognizable, where Chong remains highly stoned. But, okay. Nixon or Ford?
Ford.
Nixon. Far more historically significant and culturally remembered. Okay. Whoops. Why is this not working? Okay. Oh, okay. Here we go. Batman or Robin?
Oh, Batman, always.
Yes, of course. One of the most recognizable fictional characters ever. Just kind of like one of those fictional characters like our Congress that works for us. Tom or Jerry?
Jerry.
Jerry. The title favors Tom, but Jerry is often the clever fan favorite.
That's right.
Okay. This one is probably a big debate. Luke Skywalker or Han Solo?
Han.
Luke is the hero, but Han became the cooler, more broadly beloved character. Okay.
It's true. Because you know, Luke kind of has that Frodo thing going on. You know? All the angst and whininess and all that kind of stuff.
So, yeah. Teen angst and all that. Yeah. Bert or Ernie?
Ooh, that's tough. Maybe Ernie.
Ernie is generally more playful and instantly recognizable. Bert is can't say what he is.
It's a kid's show.
Yeah. Snoopy or Woodstock?
Snoopy.
Sorry. Snoopy is one of the world's most famous cartoon characters. So, yeah, Snoopy.
All right.
This one is a hard one.
Okay.
Scott or Val?
Always going to go with my sister. Totally.
Okay.
Totally.
So does my sources.
Are you saying I'm ugly?
I never said that.
Okay. All right.
Donnie or Marie?
I think Donnie was more likable because the girls went nuts for him.
Right. Larger solo career, teen idol status, and long-running TV presence.
Yeah.
Okay. Wallace or Gromit?
Oh, Wallace or Gromit? I don't know. Wallace or Gromit?
Gromit.
Okay.
Gromit is arguably the beloved breakout character, despite Wallace being the lead.
Oh.
Sounds like most marriages. Kurt or Spock?
Wow. I'd say people, Kirk was the bigger character, but I think people gravitated more towards Spock. Yes?
Spock.
All right.
Kurt is the captain, but Spock became the cultural symbol of Star Trek.
Oh.
I find this scientifically fascinating.
I actually got to see James T. Kirk in person in Spokane at one of the Comic-Con. I think it was the Lilac Comic-Con.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
I didn't talk to him.
Huh.
Anyway, Ho Chi Minh or Stalin?
Ho Chi Minh.
Sorry, Stalin. Much greater global historical recognition, though both are controversial figures.
Okay.
We got some more here.
You're doing pretty good. You still hearing double?
No, I'm seeing double, and I'm not even drinking.
Okay, it's the after effects.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, well, we're good. Okay, Pippin or Mary?
Pippin.
Pippin. More screen time, more moments, and broader recognition. Here we go. Frodo or Samwise?
Samwise. I can't stand Frodo.
Frodo, the
ruined the
central
movie
hero
for me.
and
Really,
face of the Lord of the Rings. You know, without Samwise, it would not have
been tolerable at all.
Well, it would not. They wouldn't accomplish the mission.
Yeah.
Samwise was the man. And you know that whole debate about why didn't they take the Eagles?
Why?
Well, because the Eagles were at a conference and they were not able to attend and bring them to Mordor. But anyway,
okay.
If you read my Facebook post, you would know that. But it's okay.
I think I did catch that one.
Okay. George Carlin or Richard Pryor?
You know, my era, Richard Pryor. Your era, probably George Carlin.
Both, actually, both.
Both?
Yeah. George Carlin was on the very first Saturday Night Live, which I remember watching.
Yes.
And Andy Kaufman, but he's not in here. Anyway, Richard Pryor. Pryor is often regarded as the most influential stand-up comedian ever.
Nice.
Though Carlin is extremely close. They were both very talented.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Overall, the most famous member of the pair winners, Batman, Snoopy, Stalin, Han Solo, or is it Han Solo? I mean, I guess it depends on what part of the country you come from.
Well, and you can hear both in the movie. Some people call him Han, some people call him Han.
Yeah.
He gets called both. So,
Richard Pryor, Spock, Mary Ann, Jerry, Scully, and Donnie. Wow. It doesn't say Val. That's the top 10. The closest coin flip rivalries are sorry, Ginger versus Mary Ann. It's one of the greatest TV debates on whether do I really want to watch some stupid show tonight or do I just want to get drunk. Mulder versus Scully, Luke versus Han or Han, Kirk versus Spock, Carlin versus Pryor, and Tom versus Jerry.
And Val versus Scott.
That's kind of what I got.
All right. So all those people that didn't vote for Scott,
let them eat static.
Yes.
But hats off for my sister. And then hats off for Mr. Joel Wilczynski.
Thank you.
All right, we're just a few minutes away from Nigel. As you leave, Joe, this is a good question for you. What do you think would happen if I took a banjo and then a violin and a heavy metal guitar, some dubstep, and then a second banjo?
What do you mean
if I put all those together, do you think it would come out in a song?
I'm sure it will eventually, Scott, knowing you playing around with stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to add in a short guy screaming more banjo. Okay.
And it might be more popular than Taylor Swift.
I think it will be.
No one's ever heard of her. But,
All right. We are on our way to Odd News. That was just a little tease. The name of this one, as we take you there, is called Zen Banjo.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thanks, Joe.
You're welcome.
What can you do with that banjo?
Welcome, you magnificent collection of oddballs. I'm Nigel Wobbleton, Teacup the Fourth, your superior AI sportscaster, reporting once again from the sporting world's most obscure corners. Every week I think we've reached the bottom of the barrel, but every week someone arrives with a shovel. Right then, let's crack on! First up, ferret legging! Invented by really bored coal miners in Yorkshire, the rules are remarkably simple and incredibly stupid. Stuff one, or occasionally two, live ferrets down your trousers. Then see who lasts the longest. No points, no underwear, no medals for style. Just two furry little psychopaths exploring places they were never meant to visit. One legendary competitor reportedly lasted over 5 hours. 5 hours! Imagine explaining that to the doctor.
What happened?
Ferret.
Ferret.
If your sport requires wildlife and band-aids, perhaps take up darts instead. Now let's waddle off for competitive stone skipping, a sport invented by bored children waiting for their parents to finish talking. Competitors spend ages searching for the perfect flat stone. They inspect them, they weigh them, they lovingly admire them. I've seen less foreplay on dating programs. There's technique, wrist angle, spin, release speed, water conditions, and enough physics to make your secondary school science teacher positively giddy. The best part is listening to competitors. Beautiful rotation. Excellent, Pebble. You've got championship granite there. Congratulations, you daft pebble tossers! Finally, fun for the whole family. It's Death Race! Okay, don't panic or call Ken. It's just an endurance event where organizers refuse to tell competitors what's coming next, and there's very little information beforehand. Organizers deliberately keep competitors guessing because apparently surprise suffering builds character. Contestants climb mountains, crawl through mud, carry enormous logs, solve puzzles, and occasionally say, "What?" Frankly, so do I. 1 minute you're climbing ropes, the next you're memorizing numbers, then someone hands you a 50-pound log and screams, "Run, Forrest, run!" Competitors can spend over 24 hours on the course. They're either incredibly fit or spectacularly bad at saying no thanks. So there you have it, ferrets and trousers, professional pebble enthusiasts, and people who voluntarily pay to suffer. Every week humanity lowers the bar, then somehow limbo's underneath it. I've been Nigel Wobble Tin Teacup the Fourth. Until next time, stay curious. And remember, if anyone ever says, fancy putting a ferret down your trousers,
The correct British response is, not today, you daft plonker.
cheerio then. Go ahead, scat. Scat.
Ladies and gentlemen, brace yourselves. It's time for Odd News with Scott and Val.
The only segment brave enough to ask, who let this happen?
And then read it out loud anyway. Proof that evolution is taking a coffee break in America. And one or two other places too. This isn't fiction. It's humanity, unsupervised, on Odd News with Scott and Val.
Oh, yeah, I know I'm ready for a coffee break. Of course, it's just Scott today. My sister Val taking a vacation day. She will be back next Tuesday. And you're probably saying, wow, Scott, two odd newses today. And I wanted to get Val some airtime, even though she wasn't here. So we did them this morning from an old show. And, of course, some fresh ones for you. And we start off in South Texas, where the chase is finally over. A runaway lemur named King Julian, who has been on the loose for weeks, has been captured in Corpus Christi. He'd been hopping through neighborhoods far from his native Madagascar and winning over the whole community while doing it. He's now on his way to a lemur rescue and has his own GoFundMe. You can find King Julian by going to GoFundMe and Googling him, and you can help him find a new home. So he's going to a rescue where they'll hopefully rehome him with somebody who can take proper care of him and has the proper permits. He's also facing some tough questions about why he thought Texas in July was a good climate choice, and he is right here to tell us his thoughts.
Texas in July is nothing. Worship me because I'm cute.
Pretty close. All right, moving on. How about it's an alligator, yeah. Everglades, Florida, alligator. A crew called George decided he was done being an influencer. Travel creator Dev Langer was flying a drone less than a meter from the head of George to get a close-up of the alligator. George leapt out of the water, snatched the drone midair, and then the battery exploded in his mouth, which is not a good thing. You can see thick white smoke billowing from his jaws while he tries to figure out what he just ate. Unsurprisingly, a white animal does not respond well to strange objects buzzing over their heads. Most things don't. Lithium-ion battery fire releases both high levels of heat and poisonous gas, so there's a good chance the animal is suffering. It's also worth noting that in Florida, it is a third-degree felony to harass an alligator. Langer seems unrepentant, writing in comments on her TikTok page. Number 1, this is outside the national park. Well, I'm sorry, honey, that don't really matter. Number 2, she says, this is on a tour. And number 3, I'm clearly filming the drone and flying the drone. Great, you're guilty. And let's see, is that no, the last one? Direct your anger at the alligator farm. Wow. All right, no word yet if Langer will face legal consequences for her actions, but as you can tell, I'm hoping so. Oh, she also called it accidental. No, it wasn't. All right, let's see. Do I have something? Yes. Here's the poor crocodile.
Look at me. I'm smoking here. All TikTok morons are now on the menu.
Yeah, I hope she gets eaten. All right, almost as much fun. We go to Bangkok, where a temple thief thought he had a foolproof plan. Police say a man entered the Wat Pho temple and smashed 2 donation boxes, took the cash. He told police later he was genuinely shocked he got caught because he had recited a concealment spell, and he was pretty sure he was going to be invisible. Police tracked him down the old-fashioned way with CCTV footage from the temple. The spell worked perfectly. It made his freedom disappear. So here's how invisibility spells kind of work.
Am I invisible now? Yep, you're good. Totally invisible. Am I invisible now? Yep. Am I invisible now?
Yep, you're good. He's still invisible. All right, Cedar Point, Ohio, influencer Alan Farrell. Yes, another one. Like a disease. He learned about the food chain. Farrell has 3.9 million followers on TikTok, posted a video of himself trying to eat a 10-piece nugget meal while riding Millennium Force, which goes 93 miles an hour. Six Flags, which owns Cedar Point, responded that the guest has been banned from all Six Flags parks for life. For life. And emphasized it was not about the nuggets, it's about the safety risk. He said he had no idea chicken nuggets would make national headlines. And, of course, here's part of the exchange that we happen to get on tape for you.
Sir, you ate fast food at 93 miles per hour. Of course you have to leave, Mr. Nugget. Oh, man, that was just park rules. No food on ride. Right, I'm going.
Yeah, Mr. Nugget, you're out of here. All right, now to Queensland, Australia, Forest Beach. It's about 50 miles north of a town called Townsville. No, not Whoville, Townsville. Some very original folks, and it's where beachgoers found something that was literally out of this world. 6 mysterious silver metal spheres washed ashore last weekend. Now, after a search that day, 3 metal orbs were found along the coast, and then 3 more found over the weekend, bringing the total to 6. Queensland crews were so concerned the spheres may contain something dangerous, chemicals, be from space. They sent in guys in hazmat suits, and they erected 50-meter exclusion zones around the spheres that look like they're about the size of a tennis ball. Australian Space Agency finally came to the rescue on July 6th and said they are recovered objects, and they appear to be pressure vessels from a space launch vehicle, and the location and characteristics are consistent with debris from a foreign rocket body that recently re-entered the atmosphere from orbit. Wow, that's a mouthful. Officials say they are safe and not aliens, which is exactly what aliens would want them to say. Less. Locals just wanted a beach day, and they got a space yard sale. We are going to check in with the aliens and find out the skinny.
Commence Operation Silver Ball thingy. Watch the pink ants run!
I heard that somewhere, and I had to work it in. Pink ants. We're pink ants. All right, finally, to science, where where researchers have discovered commitment issues are not just human. Sea cucumbers harbor zombie tissues that will not die. Now get this. Detached tissues from sea cucumbers, tube feet, and feeding tentacles survived for more than 3 years just hanging out in a dish. All by itself. No refrigeration, no body attached to them, nothing. Nothing. 3 years with no brain, no body, and no purpose. So kind of like me. Let's see. I got lost now because I turned my head. Scientists say it could reshape how we study aging. You know, I've seen the same energy from a zombie cucumber at the DMV. And yes, I have a video of that too.
You need 32 pieces of ID and you only 31.
And she passed out. Fainted from that hard work day. All right, that is your odd news for another Tuesday. And listening to the news, you can tell why we are the show you should watch, because there was some video footage in there. Hopefully you get a part of it through the radio for our radio listeners, but you can always go back and catch that show. Plus, all of our goodies now streaming live at roguefrequencynetwork.com. Kick on your Roku TV. Kick's a new streaming service. You go to Roku, check out your apps, look for Kick. It's got a big green K. Go ahead and download that app. Once you open it, use their search box, Rogue Frequency Network, and I think the channels are on about the 3rd line down. Hit favorite, and you can always find us and watch us on your big screen. I don't know why you might want to do that. Maybe when Val's back. All right. Let's see. What else do we have for you? She is back next week. Just to throw that in, too. Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok is where we carry a lot of our shorts, as well as YouTube Reels, all right? Hope to be back up on YouTube next week. Until then, big thank you to Joel Wilczynski, Alan Milani, and the one and only Ken Owens for helping me out with the show. I guess Nigel the AI, too, because he does voice some stuff. So cheers to you, too. Until next week, when Scott and Val save the universe once again.
Same day, New Year. Wave goodbye. You're disappearing in my rearview mirror. Yeah. Dash is humming some sad love song. Press the gas and I'm long gone. I hit skip till the swagger comes on. Screaming by Tesla, driving a ding dong.
loud. Let the whole world shake. It's a heart-pounding earthquake. I still gotta rock. Old AC/DC shirt, a blonde with big hair and a leather skirt. Friends getting old, but I'm still cruising down that dusty road. Shifting down as the drums come in, sliding sideways and flipping the tailspin. Live to rock until the very end, burning bright like your best friend. Sunset fading on a neon sign, memories echo lost in time. Hands on the wheel, feeling the live music's the fuel that keeps me high. Broken strings and fast cars, chasing dreams beneath the stars. Ain't no stopping what we've begun. Rock and roll's forever fun. I gotta rock, I gotta roll. Turn it up, let the floorboards go when the guitars talk. Turn it up loud, let the whole world shake. It's a heart-pounding earthquake. I still gotta rock. Late night dives in smoky bars, singing loud to those old guitars. No matter how the world may change, this fire's burning wild and strange. Leather jackets and faded jeans, living out those reckless dreams. With every chord I find my way, born to rock every day. Call it dated, call it done, but I chase that three-chord sun. Oh yeah, every crack in my busted soul fills back up when that chorus rolls. Yeah, I still like to rock. Ooh. I gotta rock, I gotta roll. Turn it up, let the floorboards go when the guitars talk. Turn it up loud, let the